What's going on, you guys? Elias here with Wolfgang.Boosted. I am out here, in my garage right now, and as you guys can probably tell, we ain't got nothing right now. So, on today's videos, basically today is the day after Thanksgiving right now. So when you guys are seeing this, it'll probably be either same day, either Friday, because today is Friday, the 25th, or Saturday. But long story short, well, there's going to be a lot of really cool changes going on with the Veil side. What exactly is it going to be? Well, today we're going to find out. So stick around and let's keep you guys updated on the cars, because we got, like I said, a lot of really cool stuff. Okay, so first things first. What do I have going on for the 2026 season? Well, I have a lot of really cool stuff coming in for this car. Actually, as a matter of fact, a lot of really cool stuff coming in today. And one of the biggest things that I've been wanting to do to this car since the very beginning is in that box right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, I got really excited and already opened up. There was 2 boxes that came in. I already opened up one of them, but if you guys can't figure it out yet or can't tell, there is a reason why we took out the coilovers. So I just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Mr. Brandon Toretti, my sales rep for TruHart suspension, which is actually the coilovers that I ran on my car for the past, since the very beginning, actually, ever since I got the car. So 2.5, almost 3 years. I just wanted to give a big, huge thank you and shout out to TruHart suspension, because, go ahead and show you guys, because the car is going to be officially, that's right, it's going to be on air suspension. It's going to be on air ride. So check that out, guys. Really, really cool stuff. Really good stuff. I think I'm going to be the first new Nissan Z on air ride here locally in my area. I think so. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Shout out to the homie Carlos. His Panda wide body Z, super sick. He sold it now, but he was the first one to have air ride. So shout out to Mr. Carlos, Street Tempo. He's the homie. But anyways, well, besides that, I know for a fact I'm the first one to run the TruHart kit on the new Nissan Z, which is a huge honor. So thanks again to Mr. Brandon for helping me out and sponsoring the build, which is really, really cool for the 2026 season. So that's one thing. So the car will be officially on air ride for the 2026 season. So let's keep it going, and we got one more box to unbox, so let's do that together. All right, guys, this is gonna be my setup for right now. We got special guest Turbo over here. Come here, buddy. Hold on. Yeah, special guest Turbo. Turbo says hi. Woo-hoo. Anyways, Turbo's here. UPS just arrived right now. We got the next package for the build, so stay tuned. Turbo, we're excited, right? Ooh. All right, stay tuned. Well, UPS just arrived, and well, we got another box here, so I'm really excited. So, oh, anywho, we got ourselves here good old TinyBot wrap. So I don't know, should we do the reveal today of the wrap? I don't know, maybe I should do that for the next video, but we'll see. Anyways, I don't know, guys, this is going to be another dead giveaway, so we'll see how you guys like it. I'm really excited about this. I do want to give a huge shout out to TinyBot as well. They became a partner for the build as well. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited to represent TinyBot and have their film on the car. So I'm really excited for that. And just so you guys know, shout out to my lady, Goslin. This is actually a color that she picked it. I always say we picked it up together because I really like the color. It's a really, really cool color. So I don't know. Stay tuned for the next video. I think I'm gonna do the color reveal in the next video. So yeah, well, let's continue on with the unboxing of the air suspension with TruHart. So let's get back to it. All right, guys, we back at it. So I had a lot of really cool stuff. Like I said, my brother stopped by. Shout out to Angel, and my lady stopped by too, briefly, real quick, before she took off to work. But let's open up this box. So, like I mentioned, the car will be running the TruHart air suspension. And just again, I hate repeating myself, but I really do have to say thank you to Mr. Brandon Toretti, like I said, that really helped me out with securing this deal with TruHart. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really thankful for it too. And oddly enough, it all got all this stuff right after Thanksgiving. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna open this up right here. I'm not going to install anything right away. I'll probably do the install for another video. This is just strictly unboxing. And I ain't going to do the whole thing now because there's a lot of stuff to unbox. I'll show you guys what the air tank setup and the manifold and whatnot. I'm going to show you guys all that. And I'll probably show you guys the struts as well, which is probably the most important thing that you guys want to look at, really. Especially for the new Z platform. Like I said, this is if I'm not mistaken, this is the first TruHart air suspension setup on New Z, so I'm really excited for that. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and bust one of these puppies open real quick. Got this box right here. So yeah, so the kit that we ended up going with for the car, it is the TruHart Evo kit. So I mean, it literally comes with everything, for the car: your struts, the airline, tank, compressor, the manifold, the whole nine. The only thing that I did have to order separately that wasn't a part of the kit is actually the Bluetooth module, where I can actually, it's very similar to the Airlift 3S kit, where you don't necessarily have a controller, but you can connect the module via Bluetooth on your phone, and you just gotta download an app, and you can just do the adjustments on your phone on the fly. So that is the only thing that I'm still currently waiting on to arrive, because I did have to order that separately. But besides that, it's the only thing that that is missing to make it, I guess you could say a Bluetooth kit. But I mean, for 150 bucks, I mean, you can't beat it, guys. You really can't. But let's go ahead and bust this sucker open. I would use a blade for this, but I currently don't have my blade on me. So let's see what we got here. So this looks to be, wow. Okay, this should be my front strut. So look at that. Okay. There you guys, look. TruHart Air. Really nice kit. It looks really solid, actually, as a matter of fact. So you got your air fitting right there. You can do the adjustment on the collars and whatnot. I mean, it looks solid, man. It really does. So this is the front shirt right here. I'll probably do a test fit later on just to make sure everything aligns, which it should, obviously. But with it being the first one, the new Z, I guess you could say we're still doing some research and development. But overall, this should be a complete, honestly. And another thing that really helps is that this chassis is almost identical to the 370Z. So there's a lot of compatible parts that you can interchange between the two chassis, one of them being the suspension. So that kind of does help out a lot. So nonetheless though, I'll make sure to test fit it and make sure everything lines up. As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and compare the two. So we got, here's the coilover and here's the air strut. As you can probably see, same top hat, looks identical, honestly. The only difference is that rather than a coil string, you have an actual bag itself, which again, it looks really solid. I'm very happy with the quality of it. Both, even the coilover has really good quality on it. I mean, I've had this for almost 3 years, and I mean, even everything, like the bushing and all, like the spring itself, everything has held up really well. I'm very impressed with that. But this right here, I am very excited for this. Obviously, whenever we come to the installation, there's going to be some slight adjustments that will be made. Like maybe adjusting, you know, the strut itself and the camber adjustment and whatnot. But for a bolt-on kit, everything looks really promising, guys. I'm very excited. So here's the front strut right there. Like I said, TruHart Air. It looks beautiful. I love it. So again, thank you, TruHart. Let's go ahead and see if I can pull out a well, the ones for the rears, it's a divorced setup. So what does that mean exactly? Let me show you real quick. Okay, so like I said, the air suspension setup in the back of the car is going to be a divorce setup. So what does that mean exactly? Well, I just said an example. So this right here, this is the coilover that I had in the rear of the car, and this is a true coil design. So basically, it's identical to the front, where rather than the spring and the strut being separate, like if it was OEM, it makes it a lot easier and more convenient. I really like the way how TruHart went about it, and they just put everything all together in one piece, and you know, you get rid of that, you know, the separate spring and the separate strut. So this is a true coil design. But like I said, the one in the rear, for the as far as the air suspension setup goes, it is a divorce setup. So basically, I'm gonna have the strut itself and then the actual airbag separately, which is going to sit inside the bucket. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show the rear. I mean, probably because that's a lot of components to unbox, but nonetheless, everything looks really promising. So let's keep on moving. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and showed you I know just the front struts, but the rear struts, like I said, it's a lot of components to unbox, but nonetheless, you guys should get the idea. Strut and a bag, you know, identical to like if it was like any other divorce setup. So what I want to show you guys right now is actually this really cool thing. I'll be honest, TruHart actually surprised me with this thing in particular. It's basically like, it acts like a base plate where you can just bolt on the compressor, the manifold, and the air tank. So I'm really excited to show you guys this. So let me flip the camera around real quick so I can show y'all. Okay, so this is what we're working with. We got ourselves the Vi-Air. I mean, it's pretty much standard. Honestly, if you go to any air suspension setup, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a Vi-Air compressor. I opted for the fully polished one because who doesn't like shiny things, right? But get the Vi-Air compressor. We are running the TruHart runs on Vera management, which obviously is tested and proven. It works great, no issues, right? So like I said, we got the Vera manifold right here, and we got ourselves I opted for a brushed finish for the air tank rather than a polish. I feel like everybody does polish nowadays, but this brush finish, I think it looks really cool, really unique actually. And like I mentioned, they actually surprised me with this. I wasn't aware either. I mean, it could be just me, I guess, because I said I've had airlift in the past before, back when I used to have an Audi TT, and that was on airlift, the 3S system. And I mean, at the time, you know, mind you, this was years ago, it didn't come with no base plate like this. So like I said, this could be just me. I don't know if TruHart does this standard for everybody, but if they don't, then I guess, you you know, they made the exception for me and for the build. Like I said, they surprised me with this base plate, which is actually really convenient. And what's cool is that they already, as you can see, they went ahead and already bolted everything on there. So that's really cool. I'm very, very, very thankful for that. But yeah, I mean, here's roughly how it would probably sit like. There's, you know, I'm debating on doing like a really cool trunk setup or not. It's just all going to depend, really. I don't really put anything back here but, you know, cleaning supplies and rags and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I mean, this is really, really cool. This right here, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 4-gallon tank. I could be wrong. It's either a 4 or 5-gallon tank. I think it's a 4-gallon, because I remember the 5-gallon tank that I had in my Audi was a little bit bigger than this, but this does look a little bit thicker, so maybe it has a lot more volume inside. You got all the necessary ports. It's got, should be, there you go. Got your 4 ports back there, one on the side, got one right here, one on the front, and then you got another one on the side. The kit, to my knowledge, comes included with like a water trap and everything. That way, you know, you prevent having the, you know, water getting inside your tank, which is obviously, that's the last thing you want to go through, you know, your air lines, going to your bag, so on and so forth. So that's really neat. And like I said, Vera management system, it looks really solid, looks really good. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I did order separately the Bluetooth module where I can actually run this on, you know, wirelessly with the Bluetooth on my phone by the Vera Air app. But we'll wait for that to come in later on and get that sorted out. So for right now, to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, what I can make the adjustments on is by a key fob remote controller. Where again you can adjust it manually. I'm sorry, not manually. It's still a remote, but it looks like a key fob. Again, that's to my knowledge. I've yet to open up everything out there, but it's still wireless. It's still, you know, it's still, I guess you say, by a control remote. Luckily, you know, we didn't do like the other air suspension kits. They're a little bit more cost effective, where they have like the manual switches and gauges, stuff like that. We didn't want none of that. We want to represent TruHart properly and run an actual really good kit. So like I said, this kit right here is perfect for the car. Nothing more, nothing less, really. And like I said, I just gotta wait for the Bluetooth module to arrive. That way we can have Bluetooth connectivity. So yeah, you guys, so whenever I get the Bluetooth module, I should be able to just wire it up and, you know, just show you guys how to, you know, go through the app and everything, how to go through the functions to, you know, make sure that everything works properly, and how to adjust the, you know, do your presets and all that jazz. Because there's not that many videos out there to help guide people with that. So I definitely want to, you know, help out and just, you know, bring more awareness to the TruHart brand, because honestly, you know, TruHart, Wolfgang is based in North Carolina, and TruHart, their facility is located in Durham, North Carolina. So it's a local company to, you know, to me, to us at Wolfgang. And, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, run TruHart and whatnot, but I don't think not that many people are aware that, you know, they offer the air kits, and they actually do have really good quality stuff, man. And I mean, I'm just really happy with this. I really am. You know, the build quality and everything, like it really stands out. It really does. And overall, you know, they make really good products. And, you know, I want to help out and bring more awareness to that. So anyways, let me set you guys down here real quick. Okay, so what is going to go on for the car for the 2026 season? Well, as you guys saw earlier in the video, the car currently doesn't have any wheels right now. I sold the ESR wheels. If they see this video, I do want to say thank you, ESR, for being a part of my vision. They've been a huge help, you know, with the wheels for the car and whatnot. You know, it was a really cool setup, a custom setup, you know, at that, you know, so I'm really thankful for that. But I got bigger plans for the car. I got bigger things coming for the car in general. But, you know, the 2026 season, you know, for Wolfgang as a whole, you know, we're really pushing one another to step it up, you know, step it up a notch. And, you know, not saying that, you know, that we're all about competing with one another. It's nothing like that. We're all like brothers, really. It's like another family to me. And, you know, we're all stepping it up. And, you know, we're working with brands like TruHart, TinyBot, you know, so on and so forth. And, you know, we're really excited for the 2026 season. As far as for the car right now, as we speak, drivetrain wise, the car is pretty much like done. It's pretty much set. I don't feel like doing anything more to it. If I were to do anything more to it, at that point it'd be really, really expensive. I feel like maybe later on down the road, upgraded turbos or something like that. Later on down the road will be something, you know, I would like to do. Can I do it, and do I want to do it? No, not exactly. Doing turbos on these cars are an absolute pain in the butt. I've seen videos all the time on YouTube, and yeah, you got to drop the whole engine out this sucker, and I ain't trying to do all that. I really am not. But nonetheless, that will be the only other thing that would be left to do on the car. That and maybe E85 or something on the car. I mean, realistically, I could run E85 right now as is and make more power out of it. But I don't drive the car that much. I really don't. I've had the car for almost 3 years now, and I haven't even touched. I could be dead wrong. I haven't even touched not even 17,000 miles on it. Not even, yeah, something like that, somewhere along those lines. I can't remember, but we'll say it's under 20. I haven't even touched 20,000 miles on the car, and I mean, like I said, I don't drive the car that much, so to do stuff like that on the car, and you know, if you let E85 sit for a long time in your fuel system, it turns to like a gel or something like that, kind of like diesel. It's kind of weird. I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, drivetrain wise, I don't feel like doing much to it. I think it's pretty much complete. If I were to do it, like something that's actually feasible, maybe go back to a dual exhaust setup. I love the single. Love the single. It works really well. You know, shout out to the shop, Fuel Performance. You know, that's under the Wolfgang umbrella. If you guys need any automotive needs or performance needs, hit us up at Fuel Performance on Instagram. But, you know, the shop did the single exit, and it sounds amazing. I love it. I really do. But for the future aesthetic of the car, I might play with the idea of going back to a dual exhaust setup. I don't know. That's just an option. The main focus really is to fix the aesthetics. What do I mean by that? Because you guys probably look at the car, and those of you that have seen the car in person, you guys are probably like, Elias, what are you even talking about? The car is literally perfect. There's no imperfections or anything like that. Well, to your guys' eyes, there's no imperfections or anything like that. But for me, there is a lot of details. Small details. There's a lot of small details that I want to get sorted out and get fixed. Especially now since it's winter time. You know, we just finished Fall Fest a couple weeks ago. There's no more events going on right now at the moment until next year in spring. So I really want to take the time and, you know, get this car sorted out, get it sorted out, and get into, you know, in perfect shape. And honestly, the biggest thing that I'm super happy about is the air suspension. Really happy for that. So yeah. Besides the air suspension, we do got wheels coming on the way. I'm gonna let you guys guess in the comment section down below to figure out what type of wheels I went with. And just so you guys know, they're really gangster wheels though. They're really, really gangster. They're top notch, high quality stuff. I'll give you guys a hint. They are coming from Japan. They are Japanese brand wheel. You're probably gonna be like, there's so many. Well, if you guys know me well enough, there's only one brand that I'm super like, I'm a fan of. So I used to run this brand previously, last year I would say, or earlier this year, one or the other. But I used to run this brand on this car previously, and if you ask anybody, it is the one brand and the one wheel that I regretted getting rid of. It's not the same model, it's a different model, but I'm saying too much. But we're gonna be running a different wheel and tire setup on this car. That way it can go really well, tie in nicely with the air suspension. And then obviously we're gonna do a complete color change again. Nothing against with the wrap or anything right now. Huge shout out to the homie Mason, the guy that actually did the install on the wrap itself. He did an amazing job, really good job. But the wrap itself, I feel like it could be better. It's either one or two things. Either I got a bad batch, or whatever the case may be. I'm not too sure, but there are some slight imperfections on the wrap material itself. That I unfortunately, it's not noticeable. It's not noticeable at all, thankfully. But to me, like, I see it and I'm like, man, I wish I didn't have to, experience that sort of deal. So, like I said, we got TinyBot on board, and I'm really excited to run their stuff. And I can tell you right now, I'm looking at the color right now, and by the looks of it, it looks very promising. I am so excited to run TinyBot on the car. Again, shout out to TinyBot. Thank you guys for being a part of the build. You guys are the best. If you guys want to run any good premium high quality wrap, I highly recommend TinyBot. The film that I'm running currently right now on the car, both the orange and the black, because the black portions of the car, it is a wrap. It's all KPMF. Not saying that it's cheap quality. It's really not. It's actually really good wrap. Installation wise, it's really easy. Mr. Mason will tell you himself, it's probably one of the easiest wraps that he probably worked on. It's just, like I said, I guess I just got hit with the bad batch on the wraps. Like I said, there are some small imperfections within the wrap. Again, it wasn't because of the installer. It's just probably like a manufacturer defect, I would assume. But nonetheless, it's going to be changed out. Is it going to be the same color? It's going to be a different color? You never know. You're going to have to figure out on the next one. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. I think I'm going to just do that. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching the channel. And yeah, we'll see ya.